What's up, guys? It's Chuck West of CW Brand Solutions, here to talk to you about one of the most important aspects of design, rather, one of the most important aspects of good design, and that is simplicity. Now, there are a number of ways that we could describe simplicity. Remember, as designers, our goal is to effectively and consciously manipulate visual elements to create a certain message for a certain kind of person. So, what is something that we know about people? They respond to simple shapes, elements. In our last video, we talked about how the National Geographic logo was just a simple yellow rectangle, a very simple logo. But in the process, its simplicity was able to speak to the magazine's border and was also able to translate into different forms of marketing, such as the experience in its stores, as well as the National Geographic apparel, and it was just translated to many different things. So part of simplicity is being able to have one simple piece of branding that can be translated in a number of different medias. Let's look at another kind of simplicity, one that is, although not so often talked about, very crucial when it comes to good design. All right, here we are, Soul Jazz Records, aka Sounds of the Universe. Now this is a site that I've shown you on previous videos. Why? Because I like Soul Jazz Records. It has a really nice design. It offers a very unique selection of music. But when I showed this before, I was talking about how the layout of the website here is very similar to the layout of a record store. So look at how the different records or different albums are shown here. It's almost a horizontal stack. See where the red is highlighting? That down here? That horizontal assortment of records is very similar to how you might see records stacked in an actual brick and mortar record store. And also, if we go up here, we see one of the first things we see is a newly released record. And that is something that record stores often want us to see first at their brick and mortar locations. There's usually a display of what's new, the new releases, what new music has just come out. That's the first thing they want you to know about when you step in the store. So this is another form of simplicity, right? Offering your customers something that is already familiar to them. Okay? Familiarity helps. Now, does this mean that, when I say familiar, do I mean everything has to be exactly the same? Not necessarily. But if you start with your client by offering something that's completely foreign or completely different than what they're used to when interacting with products and services like yours, such as records, it's going to be hard for them to get adjusted or to get attuned to what you're offering. It's going to be hard for them to get attuned and get adjusted to your design, thereby making it less likely for them to buy your products or services. Okay? We want to offer the client something that helps make things easier for them. So adding that bit of familiarity makes the client or a customer's life simpler. So this is another form of simplicity, offering the client something familiar to begin with, so that we can then offer them something unique. And in the case of Soul Jazz Records, it's the unique assortment of records that they have, the different albums, the different books and DVDs that they offer, and that kind of thing. Just having everything set up in a way that bears some similarity to their brick and mortar record stores. After all, That's how we used to get our records, right? When we would go to these brick and mortar stores, we would see records and CDs and all sorts of things arranged in a particular way. And this familiar arrangement, it helps make the customer's life simpler. There's not as much thinking necessary when it comes to checking out this online record store. So never forget that there is more than one way to be simple in your design. Yes, there's simplicity in shapes or simplicity in typography, but there's also simplicity in overall layout, overall composition, how you are presenting your information to your target audience. I'll say it again. Conscious manipulation of visual elements. We have to know what we're doing when we're putting things together so that our customers will know what to do and where to go when they come looking for our products and services. Simplicity is king. As always, I'm Chuck West of CW Brand Solutions. Keep it simple, and thanks for watching.